Hi, bonjour. How are you? Welcome back to the 5 Reasons. I am Matthew Oliver. I am your wedding planner. I'm here to help you plan your wedding with these videos, even if they're not really that applicable or that interesting, or if they're just boring. But they're here anyway if you need them. So what's been new? What's happening? How was your weekend? Wasn't the weather just absolutely fantastic? I had a great time. I actually got into the garden for the first time this year, actually, and created some good little arrangements, if I do say so myself. Anyway, so today's 5 reasons is getting ready on your wedding day bride advice. We all know that it's one massive hectic stress getting ready anyway, but on the wedding day it can be 100% worse. So I just created this video just to give you some inside tips, some advice on what to do really, or obviously everyone's got their own ways of getting ready, but I just wanted to just show you my thoughts on the wedding day because it can be a bit hectic and crazy. Wherever you are, doesn't matter where you're getting married or wherever you're getting ready, these do apply to everyone. So yeah, so I'll get on with the show. So number 1, don't rush or stress on your wedding day when you're getting ready. That is the last thing you should be doing. You should not rush at all, because if you rush, then you might miss something. You might fall over and hurt your leg. That can actually happen. Don't stress, because it will just make things a lot worse. When you stress, you forget things as well, and it takes a lot longer to actually get things done, which need to be done. Because it's not just obviously you going to be getting ready in the same room. Well, it might be, because everyone's different. I'm not talking just to a certain collection of people here. I'm talking to everyone, because you might be getting ready on your own. Who knows? And it doesn't matter if you do. But you might also have like 5 bridesmaids in there. You might have your mother. You might have 5 makeup and hair designers. You might you're going to have people rushing in and out throughout the morning. So just totally ignore everything that's going on and just focus on yourself. No one else. It's all about you on the day of your wedding, and you don't want this part to be ruined, because it's such a lovely part if you do things right. So don't rush and don't stress. That is the first thing that you shouldn't be doing anyway. And you should know that, but it's so easy to rush and stress because you just want everything to be right. But give the stress and rush to someone else to be worried about. You just relax and enjoy and just basically be the queen or princess or whatever you want to be. Second reason, don't do your own hair and makeup. Okay, this is quite a great reason, because if you're doing your own hair and makeup, you might do it wrong, you might not be happy with it, so you're going to keep going back to like getting it right, because again, on your wedding day you're going to be emotional, you're going to be excited, you're going to be everything. So when you do your normal makeup anyway, or your hair anyway, it's going to be different on the wedding day, because you're going to be, oh no, I'm not going to like it, and you know what your people are like when you're doing your own thing. Like, I always like, oh, is that right? Should I do that? But just don't do it yourself, because that's the worst thing. Just get someone else to do it. I would advise having a professional do it, but if you can't afford it or you don't want that, then that's absolutely fine, but just get someone else, but not yourself, to do it. Please. Because, it just ruins it for you. Yeah, and you might have a disaster. So just don't do it yourself. Third reason, always have someone to help you into your dress. Okay, because when you would have gone to the fittings and you had all the fittings and everything, then you had someone else helping you put it on. If you do it yourself, it's going to be a lot longer. You might not get it right. You won't be able to do it. Unless it's obviously like the easiest dress ever, which is fine. But if it's like a wedding dress with loads of like lace at the back and buttons, or ribbon, and every wedding dress is completely different. But you're always going to need someone to help you. What I suggest is having someone come to you on the last fitting, so that the people in the boutique or the shop help you and show you the other person how to put the dress on properly. Take pictures and film it so that the person knows exactly what's happening and how long it's going to take you to get in the dress as well, because you need to remember that time, so that on the day of the wedding, double it, because you're going to be getting disturbed from everyone else getting in the room. Okay, don't always have someone in there. Fourth reason, be ready an hour before leaving. If you're getting married in the same place, still applies to that reason, because people always think, oh, I'm just going to be ready like 10 minutes before. No, do not do that. Giving yourself an hour before will always give you that knock-on effect, that because you're always going to be getting late for getting ready, doing makeup, doing hair, talking to people, having some champagne, talking to your bridesmaids, talking to your mother, you know, all of that. Also putting the dress on takes such a long time as well, so just remember that. Always be ready an hour before you're supposed to leave, because it just gives you some time to relax before the ceremony, have some photos maybe, have some really nice conversation with your bridesmaids and mum and whoever else is in the room, because it just relaxes you and puts your mind at rest and gets you excited of what's going to be happening. If you get ready to the last minute before you're supposed to be down having the ceremony, or you're supposed to, the car's ready to leave, you're going to be rushing and you're going to be forgetting something. You might forget your bouquet, you might forget your shoes or something, you know, this is a disaster. So don't do that. Always be ready an hour before. Fifth reason, if applicable, talk to your father. You're probably wondering why I put that in here, but traditionally, whoever's walking you down the aisle, or especially your father, because traditionally obviously your father walks you down the aisle, you have to have like a lovely conversation with him. Like, he's supposed to be like, oh my god, you know, come into your room and just talk to you and be like really honoured and happy that he's given you away and he's got you as a daughter. So try to have this conversation, even if it's not your dad and it's your mum or your uncle or whoever's giving you away, the person that's closest to you, even if it's your best friend. You need to have this lovely conversation just privately, just the two of you, just because it's such a special day for you. And if it is your dad, then he's going to be proud to be giving you away and taking you down the aisle. So these are the 5 reasons of getting ready advice for the bride. I know it's, you know, it's something that's a bit silly and you might not think about all these things, but it's just here to give you support if you need it. Anyway, I'm Matthew Oliver, I am your wedding planner, I'm here to help you. Anything you need, let me know. I love you all so much and I hope you're all good. I do miss you. This is really crazy times for me at the moment. The wedding season has kicked in. So yeah, so if you don't see me as much as normal, I do apologise, but I'll be back as and when. Mwah. Goodbye, love you all. Thank you for watching.